ya. Last be having ya. Last be having ya, Therapy Army. Welcome to United Real Therapy, people. How are we doing on this Bank Holiday Monday? Those
Bank
of you
holiday.
in the UK, I hope you're having a nice time on a Bank Holiday Monday. Those who have to work Bank Holiday Monday, big up. I hope you're getting time and a half. I hope you're getting double pay.
Yeah.
And big up from our viewers worldwide always.
Yeah.
Big up, man. Natalie is about. So let's get into it. And you know what my brother is about, innit? I can never say his name properly.
Prasanth, yeah.
Prasanth. Big up Prasanth. Big up Dean and big up Natalie. Whenever Ronaldo leaves, it would be great if he shells down the place with a brutal interview on how badly United are running his owners. This would put the nail in the coffin. Oh, I would love that. Ronaldo would be an even legend. Big up, man. Legend. Listen, Khalees, let the people know where you've been, man. Belgium. Hey, it's all going to Belgium from Friday to Thursday. Hi, all. Going to Belgium from Thursday to Sunday. Oh, have you been away already? Khalees, have you been away already? Big up,
no,
Khalees.
He's going.
I hope you have a good time, man. I hope you have a good time. From Belgium. So you're going to Belgium? Yeah, man.
Nice city.
Time, man. Nice chocolate. City. Nice chocolate. Are you going to Brussels? Sorry. Where are you going in Belgium? Let us know. Simmer Frame FC. Here we
go. Don't go to Dark Alleys. Dark Alleys of Bruges. Don't be going down there, I tell you that.
Yo, Khalees, remember where Saeed's been? Saeed rang me. Saeed rang me for some insurance so that he at least could know where he was. Saeed went to watch Man United play FC Bruges and went to stay in a place in a hotel. And it was
the scariest moment of my life. Seriously.
It was. He went down. Listen, put it this way: Saeed went down Dark Alleys. Big up to everyone. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Big up, bro. Big up, D. And yeah, let's get into it. So on today's show, we're going to be talking about, really, as the title says, has the Anthony Price further exposed the Glazers, this football structure, the bankers? Has that exposed them? The reason why I say that, and I'm going to ask Saeed the question, and big up Tom. Yeah. Tom, how are you doing first?
Big up, Tom.
Yeah, big up everyone. How are we doing? Yeah,
Saeed, how was your day? I know we just did the Straight Jacket podcast, people, where we discuss about United's need for striker, even if Ronaldo stays for me. We need a striker. Yeah. Like Saeed pointed it out on the Straight Jacket podcast. The Simmer Frame referee came down when he went into a little bit of a sprint run to get the ball. And the kid from Southampton just...
It's sad, man. You know, it's sad for me because I've been watching Ronaldo all my life, and it's like we he's come back and it's like it's that in it. It just shows you, man. Time in it.
Listen, trust me, life comes to you fast, bro. Life comes to you fast.
Facts.
You try to get through the gears, but life gets to you and shows you the gears. And that was different. So regardless whether he stays or not, I think he knows now he's not first team. So anyway, it will be what it is. So big up to him. And it is what it is. So we're going to need a striker. So check out, it was 193 Straight Jacket podcast. So as soon as you finish here, guys, road to 100K. We get Saeed 100K. And he's also done in the Boohoo Man. And he can get 10% off on Saeed if you mention the word Saeed. Yeah?
Yeah. Big up, man.
So big up. Big up to every one of you. Tom, lovely. Malaga, Manchester today. The weather is
iffy.
It's like winter's coming, innit? Winter's coming.
Yeah. We get the early access. So, you know when they say early access, Nuruddin? When they say early access tickets, we get the early access to the winter in the north because it literally, gets you.
Yo, listen, forget that. We've got the cheat modes. We got the cheat mode to the winter. we got the hookup.
I'm telling you, man.
We get hooked up straight away. We get the hookup. We get a discount, man. Trust me. We get the hookup. We're on the guest list, man. We're on the VIP. We're the VIP winter people, man. That's what we are. North people. But big up anyway. Listen, the question I want to ask you guys is that has the price of Anthony, not the player? Listen, first of all, I want to say this. I put out a tweet out there and I said, I can't believe Man United are paying this much for this player. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we could have had him for 60 in June.
Thank you.
At the most add-ons, we could have had him for 60 million euros. And we could have saved 30 now, could have gone on the striker now. Yep. Because as what we're hearing now, Man UFC intends also to sign a right back and a midfielder before Christmas. but there are people who have now committed their remaining transfer funds on
what you just said,
Anthony. So as you can see, so I'll go to you first, Saeed. Have to structure all the marketing that we were told, all this, all of that. Richard Arnold coming out telling the fans, we're not going to waste money. I'm not going to waste money anymore. Has all that gone out the window, yes or no?
Of course, man. Of course. Because again, like I said, it's not been a very, very, like I said, the Anthony one, we've been very, very reactive to that transfer. You know, we could have gone in for, like you said, 50 million. We went in for De Jong. Obviously, situation's happy with that one. We've gone for a different type of profile in Casemiro. Now we're not really we're kind of left with no, like, Eriksen is still a ball playing midfielder, but he has different attributes. We need someone that can actually carry us from defense to attack, and that was De Jong. We could have got Fabian Ruiz, but obviously he's gone to PSG. So it's been a very, very scattergun approach in this transfer window. You know, we needed a striker. Now we haven't got that, so we've had to almost like, you know what they've done? They're very, very clever. They've got the player, but they've overpaid, and now they're all saying, you know what? Because we overpaid, do you now understand why we've overpaid? Like, it's almost giving you like a, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's almost giving you like a reason.
Manipulation.
Manipulation. Yeah. You know, so again, like I said, it's almost as if like, you know, they're doing this to kind of manipulate the fans and then say, oh, we spent money now, you know, this is it now, and, you know, be happy now. And I'm like, well, hold on a minute. Ronaldo's about to leave. Martial's injury prone, and we haven't got a striker. So hence why, you know what I mean? We've not done what we can do in the market. We've not fully, you know, taken advantage of the whole market. We've had the whole summer. There's not been a Euros or World Cup to distract us. So again, you know what I mean? And it was a case of, even that Lisandro Martinez, I'm happy with the signing, but it was meant to be Timber. And then all of a sudden it changed to Lisandro Martinez.
Yep.
It wasn't meant to be Malacia because Lyon were meant to get him. Obviously, we hijacked it. It's a good thing. But I'm saying everything's very, very been kind of like hit and miss. It could have went another way. And you don't want that. You want to be firm. You want to know what you're doing.
You mean with Arnautovic and Rabiot?
Yeah, exactly. And that one as well. If it wasn't for the fan pressure, we could have had Arnautovic and Rabiot if it wasn't for Mertens being a bad negotiator.
You've gone from those two players that we've just mentioned, Arnautovic and Rabiot, to Casemiro and Antony.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
But even with the price tags, Arnautovic was what, £10 million player, if that. Yeah. You know, probably Rabiot's what, 15 million. So what, there's £25 million between two deadweight players.
Yeah.
Whereas you go for somebody who's of elite quality like Casemiro, you go for an absolute. Well, I personally, I think it's a massive risk with Antony. Me personally, I like the player. I think, yeah, he's a quality player. But is he worth 100 million euros? No, he's not. And I think it's just a sign of. Richard Arnold made the quote of, "We burnt through cash in the past and all that bollocks." Let's get one thing straight. How can you go in there and say, regardless if you know you're being recorded or not, I don't want to hear the bollocks about that, and say that that your predecessor has burnt through cash, yet you've just spent £226 million in total on all of these players, and what really are we seeing a change of? What? We're still playing the same football. It's not like we've had a complete reshuffle, because I know a lot of people at the end of this window, Manchester United fans, will look at that money in total that we spend, adding on people like Dubravka and anybody else who we might sign, along with the Antony money, and think, right, in total, we've spent roughly about 250 million. Could we have invested that a lot better than with the players that we already have?
Yeah.
Because like you said, Saeed, Timber was the main centre-back that he wanted. Exactly. And they couldn't convince him to not have the pressure of the World Cup and let Louis van Gaal in his ear, to let him come to Manchester United. So they had to go for what? Plan B, which was Lisandro Martinez.
Yep.
Originally it was Pau Torres that the club wanted, for anybody who doesn't know that. And this is the problem. And this is why managers have always been undermined in the past. The club have a recommendation. They wanted to sign Declan Rice all this summer. Coming into this summer, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was manager, we would not have chased Frankie de Jong or Casemiro. We would have been chasing the English bias, the English tax of, Declan Rice is a £100 million player. He's a good player, but he's not £100 million. And this is the problem at our football club when we overpay for players. And there was a stat that came up on Sky Sports, and it was Manchester United's most expensive signings. All of the ones that are over £70 million plus have not had successful careers at this football club. Nobody.
Oh, is that a stat?
Nobody, because they've got all of them. They had Casemiro's name on there. They had Sancho. They had Lukaku, Pogba, the Anthony one pending it was being renewed and everything. And then they went through the list of the players. Who's been a success of this football club? Well, what? A couple of them aren't even here anymore. Paul Pogba, the only thing he can really claim to fame is, I won a World Cup whilst I was playing for that football club. But I didn't actually win anything with that football club. Lukaku, well, I don't really think he did much, to be honest. Otherwise, he'd have probably still been here. And, we look at the rest of them. Casemiro obviously undecided on what's actually going to happen there. Sancho, I think we've wasted 12 months of development in the kid because we didn't know where to play him, because we've been arsing around over a right-sided player for about, 3 years now. So as long as the DM, we've been waiting about 6 years since Michael Carrick left the football club to sign a bloody DM. And then you go and sign, the Megalodon, probably top 3 in the world. Just pluck the money out of nowhere. But like Saeed said about the negotiations with Murto and stuff, this man has taken everybody for a mug this summer. I don't want to hear any of this shite about Murto madness. He has been on the piss up to fucking Italy, Barcelona. He's been all the way around Europe on a fucking probably stag do with the rest of them, Arnold, a lot of them, when they were pictured in Barcelona. He's been to Barcelona 4 times this summer.
Yeah, he loves
trying
Barcelona.
To get Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong's in fucking London.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you couldn't negotiate a deal for him to come to Manchester United offices in London to speak to him or his agent? So what's he been doing all summer? What, running around, pissing about, going down blind alleys? Arnautovic, Rabiot, as soon as they see the fan orientation and the negativity towards it, they fucking pull out of it all. And then what? They go for mainstream players that everybody fucking knows about. Everybody knows who Casemiro is. World-class elite player. Right, let's go and get him. If it will give him this bag ton of money, make him the 4th highest paid player in the Premier League, he'll come to the football club. It's his last major fucking contract. That's the only reason why he's come to this football club. And we go back to the same point, guys. If you're a legendary status footballer, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, if you've got something left in your fucking career, they don't let you go. Because Real Madrid have just proved it with Kroos and Modric by keeping them at the football club and not letting them go at the age that they are. Bayern Munich have done it with so many of their players. Muller, where do you ever see him leaving Bayern anytime soon? Neuer, when do you ever see them leaving? You don't see these players fucking leave because they still have something to give. We have not learned anything in the last 12 months. Nothing. Because Ronaldo should have told us something at the age that we did. And it was a commercial signing. Varane should have told you something for the injury pones. And Sancho should have shown you something. You brought him into a club and you don't even know where you're going to play him. But these are all questions. And all we get at this football club is questions, not fucking answers.
Yeah, no answers, yeah.
And if you get the answers from the mainstream people, like your Richard Arnold, all it is a load of bollocks. We burnt through cash. I'm not going to be like the predecessor. Or have you not heard this story before? Well, all it is just a fucking repeat. That is all we have heard. Because it's the same old cycle, just another Muppet in a suit. That is the only difference.
Yo, check this out. Natalie says, Merta's been around the world. Aye. He can't find his way. Those of you get the reference, don't it? Been around the world and aye. Listen, it's simple for me. First of all, this is not Mark on Anthony, the actual player. It's about Manchester United as a football club and as a football structure and a way of changing, because we blamed it all on Matt Judge and Woodward. So how much have we improved from Matt Judge and Woodward, right? Because the biggest thing for me is that when you're willing to pay this amount of money for a kid from the Eredivisie, right, who's played in the Eredivisie, what you're showing then is that next in the summer or January, if Man United need a player, all the other clubs, like all agents and football,
I know.
Gonna go, well, you pay 100 million for euros for Anthony. So yeah, we'll have 80 million euros for a player that's worth maybe 20 million. So this is what it sets. I've said it before, Saeed, and I don't know if I've said it in your company, but I've said it in spaces before.
Yeah.
I'd rather Man United get rid of Glazonomics, where we overpay on players, overpay with wages, get rid of scrap that. For 2 years, we don't sign anybody, but give the youngsters a chance.
What have I just seen on Twitter now?
You know, the thing is,
What's on Twitter? What have you seen on Twitter?
Right, you can tell that the security at Carrington training ground's not any brilliance, is it? You've just got a security feed of Anthony walking through the front fucking door.
Where?
And this is a multi-billion at Carrington training ground now.
Right
it's
now,
on Twitter.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll post it. I'll share it to you, and we can put it on the screen.
Private, and then we can put
it on. I'll share it on private to you, Nuruddin. Literally walking through the front door, and we talk about this £1 billion club or whatever, and it's a major state-of-the-art security system. Literally walking through the front door with his agent. I'll send you it now. And we talk about where leaks come from and all this, that, the other. And it's all these different football players. I don't think it is, guys. Right, I've just shared it to you now, Nuruddin. Check your DMs. I'll send it to you as well, Saeed. Let me find you.
Yeah, Killis sent it to me. Big up to Killis.
Yeah. It's only just come up now anyway. This is what I'm saying, Saeed. They say it's all this to do with players and everything, where they say it's at the football club and all that. Like,
wow,
these players aren't here anymore. Who can you blame? There is nobody here to blame about leaks and all this rubbish. But you know what this is, guys? This is propaganda. Giddy. Get you all giddies through the door.
You know what it is, though? They did it with Casemiro, though. They did it with Casemiro.
Exactly, of course they did.
Through the... What do you call it when they
tried
to get him in front of the crowd? And then I think that was all.
Come on.
My United fans that weren't real. I don't know, man. Them United fans looked like they were trained actors, man. Coming in the way they ran to Casemiro.
Trained actors.
I'm telling you, I swear to God, he looked like that. It did look like that.
Well, they get some like extras from Coronation Street.
Bloody hell, man.
And we talk about state-of-the-art company. Where's the security, guys?
It's not even about the security. To be fair, I think the security might be a bit further. And that's his entourage, his agent.
Yeah, that's his agent, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more the fact that, like you said, it's been leaked, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the thing.
You know, Saeed, they know they're going to milk this. Saeed, I told you about Casemiro. Like, they could have let Casemiro come through the back, still sign this... autographs where the players, the players coach and where the players come in. But instead, they were like, how do we destabilize the protest? How do we interrupt
This is another thing, though. What if this is from the club, though, and they actually purposely do it, though?
Of course they didn't, Saeed.
Well, we leak like a sieve. This is the problem, guys, to the media.
Saeed, are you kidding me? Saeed, do you not know that Man United leak things on purpose? Even
that's what I'm saying. Neil Ashton is doing this. This is a technique from Neil Ashton.
100%, I believe the team leagues, especially the team leagues, that's for Man United. So to get the buzz going on social media,
of course, yeah. I know that though.
But this is the thing; they leak it so it trends, guys. You get trends going on Twitter, all of this, and then you get all the propaganda.
They've got a whole department. Of
course they do.
Listen. First of all, I want to say we can see the kid in the flesh in it. So it's signed for Man United. I didn't like the way he absolutely went and protested, because at the end of the day, Ajax gave him an opportunity for him to show his talents. And Ajax are family-run club, you know what I mean? They're well-run club. So the way that how he did that, for me, always reminds me to things. Well, if Real Madrid, because apparently he's a big Real Madrid fan, so if Real Madrid call him in 3 years' time, is he going to do that same to us? Is he going to go on strike? To get out of Man United?
But the thing is, the good thing at Man United, though, Nuruddin.
No, let me just finish the point, right? So, to me, that leaves a sour taste in it. Ajax would have let him go, but they just wanted the right money from him. And Ajax have every right, people. Every right. Anybody coming out being anti-Ajax, if it was Man United, your club, you would want everything to be the same. You would want that. You would want to get, if the player's leaving, you would want that. That's what you would want. At the end of the day, it's simple. It's absolutely simple. I'm wishing this kid all of the luck in the world. I know the amount of pressures are going to be him. Forget about other fans. Man United fans are going to make compilations of him. How bad his touch is when he loses the ball, when he tries to skill and it doesn't come off. Forget about other fans, because some of our fan base are still holding on to Oli did an amazing thing, and I don't like Ten Hag, and they want Poch. They genuinely want Poch. No, I'm telling you, I'm being real.
Yeah.
I owe it to you to tell you this because I see it on my timeline. I see it on Twitter sometimes. Saeed knows that, you know, Tom, as well. There are people who was hurt that Oli got sacked. They still hurt that Poch. They didn't get Poch, and so they're going to be. But because this player is linked, and that's why I put the photo of the show as him, because him and Ten Hag, because they are linked. So if Ten Hag is doing bad or any of the one of them, it's going to be on Ten Hag. So the pressure is going to build. But Man United didn't have to do that. Saeed, I'm telling you now, tell the truth to both of you as well, Tom. Saeed first. How much pressure would be on this kid if he came for 60 million? No way the amount of pressure that's going to be on him now. No way if he came for 60
Can I say something, Lorden? I think, you know, when you said about him going to Real Madrid, what happens at United is, though, they offer him a lot of money for him to not go anywhere. And I think money, when you're so like driven by money, it just makes your whole like perception of the world, and that's what they do. That's why they give, like, what we get, like, players have been forceful of moves and whatnot, but we've offered them extortionate money that they're not going to get anywhere else. The brand deals, they're not going to get anywhere else, because, you know, like we say, we don't act like a big club, but we still are a big club, and they're still going to get the biggest brand because we are a commercial club. And that's why I disagree in a way where I don't think he's going to go to Real Madrid, because they're going to keep the money. He's still going to get the money, and he's still going to.
Saeed, you know, Barcelona and Real Madrid both have Brazilian links. All the all the Brazilians play with him, play that. If he's ambitious enough, he would want to move. He would want to move from, and that everybody eats. His agents eat. Do you know the amount of agents that are in players' ears? Listen, there's a great documentary now, guys. That's a thing for therapy for you to watch. Watch the Netflix. I know that it's made with him, and some parts of it he's lying because I can fill the gaps. But watch it first, and I'll fill in the gaps for you. The Luis Figo left Barcelona to go to Real Madrid because of his agents were always in his ear. We can get this money done. We can all get paid. That's what happens.
Facts.
How do you think Zlatan? Do you think Zlatan wanted to play for Milan, Juventus, Milan twice, Juventus, Inter Milan, Paris? No, Barcelona. He wanted to be successful at one club and stay and win, maybe move 2 or 3 clubs in his career, other than 6 or 7. So at the end of the day, it's certain agents. So you don't know about his agents, but I don't like players going on strike. That's the only thing. I will never, because especially a well-run club like Ajax are. But at the end of the day, big up, HK Music says, if he does the same, it means he did well for us, and Real Madrid had offered 150. No, to me, I hope Man United are clever enough to put like 200 million buyout clause on him. Like, to me,
they don't do this.
Away, buyout.
They don't do this in our football club. We don't have £1 billion clauses in players' contracts like the Spanish.
Yeah, we don't. That's the thing.
Because they panic every time a club sniffs around their superstars. Barcelona have done it with so many of their young players now, just because of the financial ruin that they're in. It gives them the freeway where they don't have to worry about a player coming and trying and getting their best young player in Pedri or Ansu Fati or whoever. But Man United don't think like that, and they move like slugs at the end of the day. And like you said when we were just talking about it before about with Anthony, we could have got this player for 50 million, or 50 million euros or 60 million euros, whatever you said earlier, Nuruddin, in June, and now we are paying the price because what? We chased down a dark alley down a fucking light that we thought was at the end of the fucking alley in Frankie de Jong. And we've been completely mugged off by Barcelona, and people are wanting us to go and negotiate for Memphis Depay. I've been hearing that he's terminating his contract for the past 3 weeks. We're going to offer him 10 million. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's on about terminating his contract, and you're wanting to offer them money after they've led you down the garden path all summer for this player. Because this club, you're telling me they didn't know about their financial problems and that he was owed money and all this before it got leaked out to the media? Of course they did when they were negotiating the deal. And they wouldn't have...
Listen, big up Nadeem says, Nadeem is involved in the music industry. He said music artists leak their own songs. Same way movie companies, football clubs leak news about the trend. Facts.
Facts.
It's well known in the industry. If you know anybody who works in the industry, it's well known.
I don't know what were funnier though. I don't know what were funny on Twitter today that I saw. either that Anthony video now, or that Man United are in talks over doing a documentary with either Netflix or Amazon Prime. I just think it's hilarious.
I can't see that happening.
I can't see it happening personally. But if the numbers are right for this football club, they'll fucking do anything to make money out of us and milk it.
I think they're a bit too late though with that documentary, because I don't think Ten Hag's going to give them that sort of, he's going to make it boring, this documentary. Like, if they had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and all them lot, they would have made it a bit more
mate, good vibes.
Good vibes and all that. Like, the way they have it.
Julie in the kitchen. All right, love.
We love to run passion, desire. That's what it's all about.
what they're going to be showing now, Martial on the treatment table.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's really interesting for me. The biggest thing for me is what we were sold in it. Like, and for me, if people do not like Murta and Richard Arnold, get out of the way. Get out of the way. I'm fully explosive.
Get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen.
Just get out of the way. Just get out. Stop cover for them. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Because for me, you've just done everything was blamed on, and we were all celebrating when Woodward got sacked. We celebrated when Matt Judd got moved on. We celebrated these things.
And it's still there, though, Nuruddin.
Say that again?
And it's still there, though. I'm not sure it's still there.
Come on now. They're part of the Glazer family, those two. They're working in different sides of the football. That's why we bought. Apparently, we bought. Who did we buy? We bought Tom Keane. I did a video on.
Oh yeah, Tom Keane. Yeah, we've done about that.
Tom Keane, and I'm like,
they didn't announce that though. Is that official, Norton?
For 2 months, for 2 month contract. They put him in a 2 month.
2 months.
Oh my god!
It took him long enough to sign Andy O'Boyle, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Paul Mitchell. He's the man that we want. Ralph Ragnick's recommendation. And then what happens 2 days later? Ralph's out the door. Mitchell's never heard of ever again. And he stays at Monaco.
I'm glad Ralph Ragnick, he signed the NDA, but I'm glad they're not pestering him and that. You know what I mean? Let him do his own thing in Austria, man.
Well, come on, Saeed. We all know in 2 or 3 years' time, it's all going to blow up.
It's going to blow up.
And if we ain't restructured and we ain't where Liverpool and City are in 2 or 3 years' time, then you know where shit's going to hit the fan. When the only man who's ever spoken the truth at this football club, let it be known, when he was in the hot seat, when he's not in the hot seat, when he's in the hot seat, he had to hold back with what he said. Now he's not getting paid by the football club, and he's not getting paid millions. By God, what he's going to say about these sort of people.
It's sad.
By God. Yeah, it is sad, but why should we feel sympathy for the people who've dictated him for 6 months? We are the only football club that could have appointed the person who you wanted to do a coaching role with the least coaching qualification. That was one bad decision by John Murto there. If you wanted a coach, you should have got a coach, not a sporting director. But we go straight back to the same point with the player recruitment. Ralph made it clear that you shouldn't be spending more than £50 million on a player unless they are the right kind of player that you want, i.e. Lisandro Martinez. Yeah. Anthony, he's not 100 million. I know for a fact, if Ralph was at this football club, he would never in a million years have said Anthony's worth £100 million. And if this so-called Tom Keane that we've got on a 2-month contract is saying that he's a £100 million player, then by God, we're in trouble. I think he should have been given his P4. I don't even think he should have been given the job.
This is it. This is it.
100%. But again, like I said, with this Anthony thing now, we've got the player. Like, I'm happy with the player, but again, it just, we want to next summer not be doing this. But if we don't, it all depends on the Champions League as well, because obviously then we have that little bit of leverage where, players can come for the Champions League. But if we're not in the Champions League, and then the Glazers have to do something different. If obviously, hopefully they're not there by them, but if they are there, like I said, we have to see a different approach. We have to, man. They can't keep doing this. They can't.
Yeah, but Saeed, we've been told this before, though, haven't we? Where there's a new plan.
And opposed the signing of Ronaldo. Wow.
So Ralph got in his ear.
Ralph went in his ear. Fellow Germans helping each other out.
Isn't there no favours to do Man United any favours, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be saying anything brilliant to try and make Man United any more money than they already need. Why should you?
Yeah, this is a good point as well. He had to, man. Big up to HK and Muzi. He had to go and get him. But again, like I said, the club took too long. I think Ralph Rangnick is not bothered about the fee. He just knows that you've wasted my time. Go and get my player that I wanted. And it's as simple as that. Ten Hag's not going to be worried about that. He's at the football club where he knows I've got a bit more license to spend more money. So it's
do you remember though? Do you remember other signings? Do you remember the other signing when we did that? And then the next transfer we spent Fred and Delot. Was it Fred and Delot?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
So it looks like Ten Hag is getting all these signings in just one window. Next window, no signings, mate.
But it's a trend though. They spend more out of the Europa League than they do in the Champions League.
You mean out of the Champions League? Yeah. And you know what? He'll be sacked if he doesn't get Champions League.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Because that's their premise. Everyone knows, Anthony, big up HK Music. He says, everyone knows, Anthony, it's not worth 100 million. It's about the price. It's about getting the player. It's not about the price. It's about the player Ten Hag wants and needs. The club are the reason we have to pay these prices. Of course it is.
Of course, yeah.
Right. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But it's the manager. The manager is very keen on getting this player. He wants him badly. And I think it just shows you where we're at now. In terms
I was waiting for this. Listen, I was waiting for this, yeah? Bob Dunn, why are you mad over the fee? It's not your money. United are in the mud. Everyone is realizing the price, raising the price. So we have to pay that price if we want to get back. Get back to where? So we keep paying for players. So you're just forever going to open. Do you know that this is a debt? I just want to just educate people like Bob Dunn, right? Bob Dunn, Glazers never put a cent of their own money in this. This is the debt they borrow. More debt on the club. More debt on the club. So instead of we could have saved, 30 million euros, we are 13 million more in debt now over just one player that we bought. This is on the club. It's not. They borrow the money from banks. So we have to service that debt. And if somebody takes us over, they're going to still have those debts. They're not going to pay their debts and then sell the club. They're going to, that new owner is going to be littered with those debts.
Of course.
They all don't know how to move like a normal football club. I am suspicious. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm really suspicious. I'm really suspicious. Really, really suspicious. But that's what Man United. I actually think they're doing some sort of money laundering or fraud or something.
Doing all that.
Because you know what? You can't be inadequate for 10 years. Can you really? I'll ask you the question. Can you be that bad? Can some people be that bad at their job for a decade? Like in a high-profile former club or a bank?
I think it's because you've got to realise how much they help the Premier League in it in terms of commercially. They're not going to be a club that's going to be watched out for. That depth, like I said, it gets brushed under the carpet because of what they can offer for the Premier League. It's as simple as that, man. We are commercial powerhouse, and that for a club, it's like when Sky Sports when they're talking about the Glazers. What does that Dave Jones keep saying? He keeps basically saying, "Well, they spend money. Well, they do this. Well, they do that."
It's not their money, though. It's not their money.
But that's what he says, though, isn't it? That's what he says.
Yeah, but Sky can't come out and slander a football club that makes them billions of pounds every year.
They don't have to say anything, though. They can just
they don't. They don't have to say anything. No, but they can't say anything negative about one of their most prized assets in their company, which makes them the most money. Manchester United, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, all of the top six make Sky Sports billions of pounds every single year. Billions that they make out of those football clubs. So if you piss one of them off, they're going to be under no favours or to do any interviews with their players or managers. They can refuse by legal action. We've just seen it with Ten Hag. He refused to answer a question from Garrett Cottrell, the Sky Sports presenter.
Oh, yeah. By the way, did you see that, by the way?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny as hell. It's funny as hell. And then you get a leaked story come out from a journalist saying that Ten Hag's going to speak with him privately about the reason why he doesn't want to answer any questions from him. And it's not against Sky Sports and all that. They've always got to protect the brand or the main organisation in it. Or it's nothing against Sky Sports, it's against the person. Well, it makes no difference if it's the person or the brand. He represents who? Sky Sports. So you were attacking the brand. at the end of the day. But we go back to the same point, guys, where we talk about recruitment and we talk about, Nuruddin's obviously got his suspicions about where all this money's coming from and everything. Listen, they might have a secret investor for all we know, and it's just not been told to this football club. But it was funny how when Arsenal, and Arsenal's a key point I would like to make here anyway. Daniel Ek was, I would say, 40% in a deal in negotiations, about 40% done to buy an Arsenal Football Club. Put the bid in, showed his financials to the Premier League and to the FA. They all cleared it and passed for him to be a suitable takeover bidder. But the Kroenkes they wanted more money, and he wasn't prepared to boost his bid. As soon as he floated around with his interest and put in a bid, Arsenal found all these millions. They recruited all the right football people to make footballing decisions. They got rid of all of these other people, Michelin Tao and all these people. They got a proper director in Edu Gaspar and Vinay and all these different footballing people to make footballing decisions. And Arsenal's recruitment's better than ours. Manchester United have just had it with Sir Jim Ratcliffe. It's funny how somebody sniffs around with money who could afford to buy this football club 4 or 5 times over with how much money he actually has.
What's going on with that one, by the way?
Come sniffing with his wallet, and then all of a sudden the Glazer family are what? They pluck up all these millions from nowhere. It's scandalous, but you just asked their side with it.
Let me just
listen. Wan-Bissaka, breaking news.
Okay.
Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, go on. Read the comment, Nuruddin, while we find it.
You read the
You've
comment.
got some super chats, I think.
Okay,
as well,
Mikael Connor says you were born suspicion of I reckon. Listen, if you've had the life that I've had, surviving war as a kid and everything, you'll grow up suspicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, love it. Yeah.
In this country and you're a black person, you'll be growing up suspicious, mate. Trust me. You're always suspicious. And you know why I'm suspicious? It's kept me alive, lad. So suspicion is a good thing, my friend. Trust me. Trust me. To me, it speaks of your privilege when you're not suspicious in this world. Trust me. But big up. Listen, here comes Zane. Here comes Zane, Danny.
Here comes Zane.
Zane.
Let's get Zane. Big up, Zane. Nuruddin, I can't wait to face Anthony. You guys ready for Sat? If you don't win, it's embarrassing for Arsenal. Whoa! He's putting the pressure on. He's putting the pressure on, honey. Is it Saturday? No, Sunday. It's not Saturday. It's Sunday.
Sunday, mate. You need to get your dates right, Zane.
No, I think he's been on the pipe a bit too long, innit? And Edgware Road, innit? We already talked about it.
Wow.
Listen, all I'm saying to you, Zane, if this Man United team beat Arsenal currently, if we best your bubble, you know I'm coming for you. I'm coming to London. I'm coming to look for you. I'm telling you, I'm coming to look for you. But just hope that your boys turn up that day. But big up to Zane Miasi, but seriously, we shall see. Somebody else said something about business, about mortgage. Yeah. You know what? It's all well and good. Big up Robin. He says, Nuruddin, I don't think the debt is important. Think of it, is a mortgage. You buy a house with money that's not yours, and it's actually regular. No, mate. I don't want my football club to be run back by like a bloody mortgage. What planet are you on, Robin? Man United have only ever been in debt when? In the 1930s.
Yeah.
Throughout our history, from the 19th, United were only ever in debt when. Let me just remove everybody. And just show him, right? It's about the survival. The backboard of this video says Glazers out. It's not about buying players in a transfer window. It's about the survival of our club. I want to see this club survive as long as I'm on this earth, mate. I don't want it to be. I don't. Anyway, guys, there's over 270 of you watching, 80 of you now. Please smash a like, subscribe to the channel.
Be on 150 likes.
Because I'm telling you now, these types of discussions don't take place in some of these channels.
No,
they're not
definitely not, man.
They're not taking place. To me, all of the structure, Murta, Richard Arnold coming out saying, I'm not going to waste the money. We're doing that. We didn't have to. This is the thing about player wanted to come from day one. Ten Hag wanted a player, 60 million. Well, regardless whatever's happening with De Jong or whoever, 60 million, there you go, wrap it up, get him in, integrate him quickly into the team, right? Get him out there, get him on the football pitch, ASAP. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. And for me, it just seems like next season and whatever season, even if somebody takes if somebody like was to come and buy us, they're going to be littered with that debt as well.
Of course they are.
Yeah. But we have to be patient, though. That's the thing. We have to be patient with them new owners.
What was that breaking news that you were on, Saeed?
Yeah. I think Killis has put it up there. Killis.
Yeah. Listen, Robin, I'll just say this quickly to Robin. Robin, I understand that this is because of their debt. So it's nearly $1 billion, right, in the stadium. Let me see something to justify the debt.
Yeah.
a paint job. A good old paint job. Man?
How much is that paint, by the way? How much is that paint, you reckon?
Robin, are you Robin? Robin, have you gone for a coffee with Neil Ashton or something? Genuinely. Like, come on, bro. You've come to the wrong channel. You've come to the wrong channel, bro. I'm telling you. Gosh. Listen, state-of-the-art stadium, Tottenham are, and they don't have to pay that money back, right, at a lower interest rate till 2024. Yeah, that's when they have to pay that money back. I don't know how I know, but I know because I read about these things. I look at how other clubs have been. They're getting in stadium, how it's done. Man United, 120-seater stadium. I'm telling you now, we'll get 100,000 people in that stadium.
Easy.
Oh, yeah, it'd be the biggest stadium. You could make that the biggest stadium in the world, bigger than the Camp Nou.
Could do it, but they don't want to do it. You could host all sorts of events in there, concerts. Are you kidding me? Make it like I won't even give a damn if they put American football.
It would be the Wembley of the North, wouldn't it? I won't even mind that. If they went and built a new state-of-the-art stadium on Old Trafford, it would be basically the Wembley of the North. If you want to context it as that, then you would have. Yeah. This is if you're going 120,000 seats that we've just said about, it's bigger than Wembley. But it will. You have Wembley, which is situated where in London, in the south. You then.
I wish. I wish.
Myrtle was working for the government, though. Myrtle had meetings with the government.
No, Woodward.
Woodward.
Yeah, Woodward. Yeah. So I wouldn't even trust the government. And so
Woodward was advising Boris.
Yeah.
That just shows you what happened there, then, isn't it? So big up, say, but I can't see this Khalees quote.
Yeah, it's all right. Mal Johnson has got it there. Then even Mal Johnson has got it.
Yeah. Here we go. Man UFC have turned down approach from Crystal Palace and went for Aaron Bissaka as the club did not intend to sell loading before Thursday's transfer. So what does that mean?
No new right backs, guys. That's what it means. Who was it earlier? Jonathan Duckworth or whoever it was from the Telegraph.
They want to recuperate a lot of money for Wan-Bissaka, but they don't realise exactly.
They've liquidated him. That's what they've done. The value is just
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he should become a centre half. You know, I think he should become a centre
in a back three. Yeah, in a back three.
I think he should go and play for a team that play with a back three. He can play on the right.
But why did he force him? Why did he just refuse to come training? Force him away out of the football club. You need to fight for your career, man. Twanzebe, all these people.
But these people, Saeed, they're happy to come to the football club. It's like the job centre for these people. They come in, they get a job, they steal a living. That's what they do. They're not bothered. He's on $100,000 a week to feed his family, his wife, his kids at home. Is he really going to be asked about playing a couple of games for Man United? And this is the problem.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. But 150. We paid 50 million for him, and it's almost Man United need to justify why they're backing down because they made a mistake, and they're not willing to be humble and eat that humble pie. Take that 15 million. You deserve that 35 million loss, and don't keep a player and be selfish enough to say, you know what, we're not going to sell him when you damn well know that the manager doesn't rate him, doesn't really even play. He hardly played him at preseason.
Yeah, true.
So, and Ralph Ragnick didn't play him as well.
That's the $1 million question, Carrier. Where's Brandon Williams and where is Axel and Zabi? And
they've been exiled.
They're not going anywhere. He said they're not going anywhere.
They've been exiled, these players, man.
And Hag said basically they're not going anywhere because they're both injured. It's incredible, man. It's incredible what Saeed, I'm telling you now, there must be some serious illness or something with the kid.
But the guys, we said this on. We said this on the previous stream.
He did look like he lost a lot of weight, though. Did you see his picture of him?
Yeah, it looks like he's shredded a bit. To be fair, in weight, that is. But it's like we've just said with such as Twanzebe and Wan-Bissaka. What are the development plans for these players? And I'm seriously, we talk about these are players who really should be playing regularly now. In their age that they're at and the career that they're in, the part of their career anyway, they should be playing regularly, whether it's at Man United or somewhere else. But we go back to the same point where we say it with players like Ahmad, Palestri, Jimmy Garner. What is the plan for these kids? What is the plan for these players?
We're not stable enough.
We're not stable enough. And that's the point, Nuruddin. We're not stable enough. We can't find suitable clubs to take these players on loan. Because if we could, Crystal Palace wouldn't just be coming for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They'd be coming for Jimmy Garner as well. They did it with Conor Gallagher, and they basically gave Chelsea a brand new player in 12 months worth of development.
Right. Big up Save Miasi says Saliba Gabriel, best defensive partnership in the league. There are levels above the Butcher and Varane.
Why did your manager, Zayn? Let me ask him a question, Zayn. Why did your manager want to sign the Butcher, if that's the case? Why did he want to sign him?
Why was your club begging to sign the Butcher then? Hey, answer that question.
And he butchered you off.
He said, Tata, my knives is blunt when it comes to Arsenal. They don't work. See you later.
Big up Zayn, man, though. Love it.
Honestly, see you later. Butcher off. It's simple, innit? I still don't know why we bought Adam.
Ahmad, I think he means.
Ahmad, yeah. Like him, but yeah, because we're not stable. We're not stable.
It's like when we sent him to Rangers. What really the plan there? Oh, Christ.
Somebody's tried to do this to us, innit? Somebody's clickbaiting us. Check this out. Big up Shagon Shetty. Sky Sports on Frankie de Jong being in London. I spoke to someone close to Van der Beek. Would have been at the wedding. He said he's not getting married, though. Oh. Can somebody check that? Tom, can you check that?
So this is the excuse why Van der Beek isn't playing now. What? Has he been on his stag do or something, guys? He's been coming in training half cut.
Check that. Check if that is.
Yeah. I'll have a look for you. But no, Saeed, just to explain, it's basically Frankie de Jong's flown into London, and according to form, anyway, I'm going to check it out for you anyway. A Sky Sports reporter has asked him why he's in London, and he said for Van der Beek's wedding. But they've asked people close to Van der Beek's camp, and they said he's not getting married. So there's the imbalance. But I'm going to check the verification for it anyway.
But you know what, Sky Sports, they want to milk it though, innit? I don't know. Sky Sports.
Listen, they want to make sure they're clickbaiters, innit? Original clickbaiters, mate.
They want to kind of twist it a little bit and make it look like it's a Jackie Norris story. You know what I mean? They want to make sure it's a good ending. Because at the end of the day, they have to promote transfer deadline day, man. You know what I mean? If they don't promote transfer deadline,
because that's them. Money being spent at age. That's what they're all about. Yeah. Right. Big up. Semi Assis says, Nuruddin, why did your supporters make fun of Jesus? I didn't. I've always rated Jesus. I've always defended him. I've always defended him. He's levels above. He's not levels above Anthony Martial, but Anthony Martial's not fit, so we'll never know. Like, you know what I mean? But he's a good player. I would have took him. 40 million to me is one of the best deals in the summer for me for Gabriel Jesus. Honestly, one of the best deals Arsenal made. But you've got that bit of cheat mode because your manager used to coach him, innit? And now he's been waiting to become number one. Man City never really believed in him, and now he's showing that the belief. So he's a very good striker. Very, very good striker.
The good thing about Arsenal, though, is they're sharing the goals around. They're getting the goals from midfield, attack, defense.
They're 3 years, 3 years. Yeah. 3 years of molding and finding out what works. And Tom's already listed the amount of things that they've done as soon as that Spotify guy bought Beckham.
Daniel Ek, yeah.
Yeah. He bought Beckham and Henry to the stadium. To the Emirates, talking about a takeover. Kroenke said all of a sudden is the most footballing operator. He's like, let's go, boys. Let's get me that guy, that guy. Let's do it. Let's splash the money. All of a sudden, Uncle Kroenke is finding the money from the same tree the Glazers are finding the money.
Yeah, it's true. No, you facts, bro.
I didn't know they distributed oil in America.
Yo, trust me. It is what it is. At the end of it, so these are the things that if Aaron Passat was to depart, man, a replacement would be required. There's a little time and expectation of that happening. And this later, we know this already.
Well, who do you even go for, guys? This is the thing. Who?
No, looks like. Listen, if he even went, then we'll have Brandon Williams anyway.
That's it, exactly.
Or Lindelof at right back. Telling you,
you're gonna do a Ralph.
Do you remember when Tuan Zabi played right back against Everton and he had a fantastic game?
Yeah, true. No. I think Wan-Bissaka played. I think he played centre back.
Yeah,
it was against Everton and he was brilliant.
Yeah, Everton right back, he played brilliantly.
But this is the problem. Where do you fit these players in anymore? A coach can only do so much with certain players. He needs a team. He needs a team behind him. And as we've said, he's been able to bring in 2 coaches, Van der Gaag and McLaren. They're assistant coaches. They don't have a specific coaching role. It's not like they're a fitness and conditioning coach. It's not like they're a nutritionist coach, a sports scientist expert.
Yeah,
they don't have
That's a good one.
They have a specific point.
Big up to Stephen Kramer. He played for Kilmarnock, but Liverpool were meant to get him Scott Patterson from Scottish League, and honestly, apparently he's unbelievable.
Is it kid at Celtic? Is it a kid at Celtic?
No, it's not at Celtic. Is it Kilmarnock or
Kilmarnock?
Listen, somebody posted. I'm just trying to find them. Big up to the person who posted. But listen, there's nearly 300 of you here. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and become part of the communities. Definitely. Somebody brother posted about the next Casemiro or the next Tchouaméni. It's the kid that became man of the match. But he played against Bayern Munich, got man of the match, and I don't know who it was. But because we had a couple of super chats, I missed it. So I'm just trying to see who was it that posted.
Aberdeen. Sorry, that's it.
Aberdeen, yeah. I think they bought somebody from there, haven't they, Liverpool already?
It's Aberdeen Fergie Club. That's Fergie.
That's Fergie Club, yeah.
Yo, let's get the Fergie.
Coney?
Get Fergie on that.
Yeah, they brought a left back from there once.
Is he called Coney? Logan said, is he called Coney?
Yeah, Coney. Coney, yeah.
Quado Coney.
Yeah, Quado Coney.
Coney, yes, that's him.
Quado Coney, yeah. That's the guy's Logan, isn't it? Yeah. That's it. It was Logan. Logan, yeah. He's better than Tchouaméni. Yeah. We talked about him. Does he play for Borussia Mönchengladbach?
Yeah, Borussia.
Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah.
I've watched him. The kid with the dreads, who's quite fast and getting about.
Yeah, he was Denis Zakaria replacement in January when he went to Juve.
That's Basuma.
Yeah.
21 years old. I'll tell you what, by the way, Basuma could be available in January.
Well, but this is the thing, guys.
He's already liking post.
Say that again.
I said Basuma could be available in January if we tested the waters. He's already liking post about. I'm sure he liked a post about Højbjerg starting ahead of him or something like that on Instagram. Yeah,
just like he did Eric Bailly. He did it Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly, man. And then he gets his
Eric Bailly did it to Maguire. Maguire then did it to Ronaldo. It's crazy, man. These guys do it for the laughs. Big up Sami Asa. Sami Asa says, Nuruddin, don't you think social media should be doing more to combat racist abuse against players? It's getting worse. They should ban those people from the stadium and fine them, not just close their social media account. Well, what's happened, Same? Tell us. Who got abused, who've been racially abused? Of course, it's really bad, isn't it? Like, for me, it's one of the laziest things. You got so many words in the English language or of any language to criticize somebody's performance, but then you go and give them the monkey emojis or whatever you do. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, as you know, guys, I've seen this Wilfred Gunto as well. He's a great player. I've seen this. Listen, big ups, Sami Asa. I forgot the team that he plays for, but I've seen this kid. Somebody sent me a little highlights of his game, and he looks really good as well. But the guy that I was impressed with the most, guys, is that kid that played for Southampton. The kid who played for Southampton. I thought he was incredible. The technique,
Lavia,
the technique, the passing ability, how press resistant he is. He ran the midfield. He absolutely destroyed us. How much he scans and knows exactly where the ball's like a magnet to him. But big up saying, listen, I just hope that nobody suffers. And the only way you can encourage people.
Oh yeah, in Holland though, big up to was it Brobby for Ajax? He got racially abused at the game against, I think it was a Dutch game. Who Ajax were playing. Apparently there was some racist abuse. So solidarity with Brobby, that striker.
Yeah, the one who's gone to Leipzig.
Yeah,
no, the one that's Ajax now.
He's gone. Did he go from Leipzig to Ajax or something like that? Yeah. That's it. I've got it the wrong way around.
I think
it can happen any minute, man.
It can happen any minute. He might have been on loan or something. But, and they've signed him on a permanent now. But here we go. Ten Hag is also looking for another midfielder, but given the expenditure, it's unlikely that he will be able to make the right caliber signing. You're telling me something. Listen, is there a player that you've got? We're linked with Stephen Kramer. There's a player that I saw we linked with. He's at Celtic. I don't know what his name was. I forgot his name, but we were linked with him. But anyway, big up Celtic. Always love. I'm not asked about Rangers.
They won 9-0 as well. They won 9-0.
No, you know who obviously putting in the Champions League in it? Up the Celtic, mate. Up the Celtic. Come on, Celtic.
They won 9-0, by the way. Big up Celtic. They won 9-0 on the weekend.
Yeah. So Liverpool score, by the way, equaled Man United record against Ipswich. And that day, Andy Cole scored bagged 5, and I was at the Stretford end. I was at the Stratford end to witness.
And Southampton one as well.
And Southampton one, yeah.
9. No, but we didn't win the league that season. With our 9 goals, we won the league that season.
Oh, right, fair.
I don't celebrate those things we won the season, man. And nobody was in the stadium. Nobody's there to witness it. What's the point scoring 9 goals when you can't witness it? What's the point?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true.
Live to witness it.
Yeah.
Is this it? Breaking news. Is this true? Rio Matt. Breaking news. Cristiano Ronaldo is close to a loan move.
Oh, Duncan Cassie.
Waiting to stay by United. Wow.
Mendes has got in his ear again. This is how it works, guys. Mendes.
It is crazy.
But even if this is true, right? 70% of his wages, and he's on for what is it? Nearly 500 grand a week. That's what you pay nearly £350,000 of his contract. Then, what are Napoli actually paying? 50 grand a week. You're paying 350 grand for potentially a player who's not going to even play for you. I know we had to compromise with Sanchez, but come on.
Yeah, Stephen Kramer, how good is Matt? Oh, really? How good is he? You don't even know. Sure, if he was a midfield, he's a midfielder.
West Ham got Paquetá, man.
From
Lyon.
Lyon, yeah.
All right, okay. Big up Khalees Ramadine Lassie, Chief Editor, United Real Therapy. Napoli are waiting to understand if Jorge Mendes provide them with a concrete offer to release Cristiano transfer for Naples and transfer Victor Osimhen. Di Marzio,
yeah.
Yeah, Victor Osimhen is heavily Manchester United fan.
Where did he get his money from? Like, what have they done?
But it's because it's crazy because of the fan pressure. This was the biggest protest they've ever seen since 2005. Is it?
But you know what? Do you remember around 2000 and around the early 2000s, like when we won the 3 back-to-back, and we had bigger banners at Old Trafford. If you look at the banners, anti-Glazer, now they're taking it off. They took it off. And
but you know what's changed though?
Alex O'Neill. You know Alex O'Neill. You know.
Oh, that's sad. Very sad.
They took it off his dad. They were searching his bag. Crazy. I don't buy it, guys. Di Marzio can say whatever he wants. Victor Osimhen maybe wants to get out of there because they're selling their better players, aren't they? Napoli, they're selling their better players. So he might want to get out of there. I just don't believe it.
Well, the only let's be honest, guys, the only reason why they want Ronaldo there is to try and recreate the legacy that Maradona had in that city. That's the only difference. And what's he going to do, guys? He'll sell more shirts than what you actually pay for him.
Yeah. Of course, that's why we the Celtic. Of course, they said the Palestinians, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, always. And definitely, when I went on holiday to Turkey, and I met guys with BNP and like Nazi Toulouse who were Rangers fans. Now, I'm not saying all Rangers fans are Nazis or support the BNP or are racist, but I met a lot of them. And in that restaurant, 2 of them were giving me dirty looks. I went and had a word with a brother who owned a restaurant, and they were both gone. So it was. I was like, yo, brother. I said, me and you, if these guys, they will be calling us all sorts, and now they want to come and eat at your place, mate. See you later, mate.
See you later, yeah.
They have to go. Facts. So I remember that. I was in Ishmael. Big up Turkey. I love Turkey, man. Beautiful place. Love the Turkish people, man. When they hear my name, all of them just like, they just welcome me in, man. Soon as I went, handed my passport over, the guy was like, mashallah. The guy's like praising me and all my friends had to pay. Like, you had to pay like 15 euros, I think it was at the time. Like, you had to pay 15 euros for the visa because you pay it there and then. And he was like, you pay, and I was like, get in. And I was looking at him going, yo.
Guys.
Don't watch this. Yeah, definitely say Miasi. Of the Celtics, they're pro-Palestine, also BNP supporters, Rangers. That's what they are. Facts. It's not. They're a lot of like nationalists, and they want to be part of Britain and all this. Yeah. Now, done for being anti-Semitic. Who's that? Who's been done for anti-Semitic? I don't know who that is. I don't know who's Victor talking about, but good luck to them. Keep them super chats coming, Zamiasi. Help Nuruddin in the chat. Listen, big up, man. Big up, Zamiasi. Listen, there's always love. The name carries weight, Mr. Structure. It's all good, man. It's all good and love. Listen, we've come to the end of the show, and I think Man United is helter-skelter transfer window, and the more helter-skelter transfer window we have, the least respect you have from agents, directors of football, and other football clubs, because they will see you as mugs, and we've been mugged off for the past decade, and we still continue to be mugged off, and this is why the Glazers have to go. Glazers have to sell now because the football club is embarrassing, and we buy young players and we put huge pressure on them, like on Kid Anthony. You know there's going to be huge pressure from our own fan base. Forget about anybody else. Forget about other fan bases. It's going to be huge pressure on the manager as well. And they didn't need to happen. Could have signed him in June, 60 million. That's it. So we got Fred who cost 50 million.
Still here.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Still here, man.
All of you guys, Glazers out, bankers out. Big up
Always.
to Tom as well. Big up to Tom and big up to every one of you. But
I didn't realize he left.
Yeah, you know what? His battery died, innit? His battery's probably died. So big up to Saeed. Make sure podcast, Straight Jacket podcast 193.
Yeah.
We discuss about
7 weeks away. 7 weeks away from 200.
Oh my God. Crazy people. Crazy. So
man.
That's going to be a landmark. We're going to have to come here, bring balloons. Get the cat some treats. We're going to have to do that.
Yeah. We're going to do it all, man. We're going to do it all.
Listen, big up to every one of you. Love and light and respect. But Saeed TV across all social media, please make sure you give him a follow. And make sure you check out the podcast. Even Ronaldo stays, we're going to need a striker regardless. I'm not buying this Victor Osimhen thing. I'm not buying it, Saeed. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. I know the owner of Napoli will bend Man United over.
Untouchable.
That owner he always gets the money that he wants for any player that leaves.
I know. There's a couple of owners that are very, very tough cookies. It's him. It's another owner as well that's very, very hard to deal with. Forgot his name. But this is a big one. So.
All right. So this is it. This is what Napoli owner hates the Africa Cup of Nations. He doesn't like us. Wow. See? We're learning something. You learn something on this channel.
Nah, listen, that might be a... But Osimhen, Nana, he wants to play Champions League football. That's what apparently they're saying.
So he's
Levy.
But he's played in the Champions League football, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he won't leave.
So that's what I'm saying to you. He's not going to leave. He's not going to leave. Come to drop down to Europe. But that's why I'm not buying this. The Mazio clickbaiting us. He's seen what his friend, his student Fabrizio's doing in England, clickbaiting everybody and doing the tapping. Yeah. So he's thinking, I'll have some of that because he understands what that Jared Romero did. The man got famous. Frankie de Jong. Man got a Twitch followers. Thousands of United fans following on Twitch. Thousands of them begging to try to install programs. Listen, install translatable programs to watch his.
I know.
To watch his channel. The man got famous. This clickbait glory, all these journalists. Don't believe the hype. Exactly. Big up, man. Big up to every one of you. But yeah, Tom Journalist 1 on Twitter as well. And obviously, Mr. Structure for me. Mr. Structure on Twitter. That guy, Red Devil. Those of you followers, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed.
Glazers
and
out.
we'll see you. Hopefully, I'm going to do a call-in show. Most likely... Is it Wednesday? Most likely Wednesday. Yeah,
Wednesday, before the game.
Yeah, before
Thursday's the game.
Yeah. No, actually, I might do it on Tuesday. I'll do it on Tuesday.
Cool.
And then we'll do that. We'll do the usual build up to the game, innit? And the presser. Yeah. We'll react to the presser and everything. But peace, love, and light. So are you on the Big Six tonight? Is there a game?
Yeah, Big Six. Yeah. No, there's no game, but we're just like reviewing the games in it. So
I'm bowling in the Big Six like nobody.
I'm chilling today. No banter against United, I tell you that.
Shout out Grizz, man. Shout out Grizz. Shout out everybody, man. Turkey. Big up everybody, man. Love. Take care, people. Glazers out. We go without. We lose or draw. Glazers out. Bankers out. Peace.
Always.